watch out. You better not cry, you better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're away. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry, you better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Hi there, and welcome to An Hour with Santa, our way at KIT TV, and from our family of bringing the Christmas spirit home to you, hopefully a little more joyously and brightening your lives. I'm Mike Scinto, along with my little one, Carly, and I'm sitting here with my co-host, Kate Johnsen.
Hi, welcome.
It's great to have you. And we've got some special guests along the way, some special things that, again, will make your Christmas a little bit brighter, hopefully. And we've got some special guests right now that Kate's going to help you find out more about.
All right, we've got a bunch of kids here. I'd like each of you to use the microphone and say your name and how old you are.
I am Chris Biggs. I am 8 years old.
I'm a 3-year-old kid.
3-year-old kid.
My name's Emily, and I'm 4. My name's Bethany, and I'm
My name's Tyler, and I'm 7. I'm Zachary Scinto, and I'm 6.
Becca Johnson, age 7.
Great. Well, we're glad you guys
All
are
right.
here.
Great to have all of you.
We're going to have a fun time.
And you know, I thought, while you guys were saying your names, I thought I could hear something. But do you hear anything? What do you guys hear?
Yeah.
Kate, any idea who that might be?
I don't know who it is, Mike.
Look, who's here? Santa's here. All right, Santa Claus.
Have we all been good this year?
Yeah.
We shake hands here, huh? My gosh. Oh, you go shake hands? Oh, well, there we go. Son of a gun. Boy, we got a good crew here tonight. And there, the other hand. Oh, you gonna shake left-handed? All righty.
Santa, we've been good too.
Well, I've been checking on you, feller.
Uh-oh. I know Kate's been good.
Then
I
no
know.
fault for me.
I've known her for years. I don't think she knew me, though.
Well, thank you for joining us, Santa. And I think we're going to read a story, and it is one that you might recognize the name of. It's All of the Other Reindeer. What song's that in? Right, but this one's different. It's called All of the Other Reindeer. We're going to find out about it, okay? It's written by J. Otto Siebold and Vivian Walsh.
My favorite brother, I really don't know.
You don't know? Okay, well, let's see what this book says. J. Otto Siebold illustrated it. Ooh, Santa and his bells. Every day, Olive took her daily dog walk, winter, spring, summer, or fall. If you guys need to scoot around to see, go ahead. Today was a winter's day. It was the holidays. There was music playing outdoors. People were singing along. All of the other reindeer. Olive was too shy to sing. She hummed. Back at her doghouse, Olive was wrapping presents and listening to the radio. She heard that same song again. All of the other reindeer, went the song. All of the other reindeer, Olive sang along. Olive the reindeer, said Olive. I thought I was a dog. I must be a reindeer. It was the time of year when all reindeer reported to the North Pole to help Santa Claus. Olive put down her scissors carefully and marched out the door. Where do you think she's going?
To the North Pole.
You think she's going? Let's see.
Yeah.
She took one bus and then 2 buses. That bus says Polar Express.
Oh, cool.
Where's the Polar Express?
To Santa Claus.
Yeah, she got there just in time. Santa was checking his list for the second time. Elves were busy helping the reindeer and loading the sleigh with presents for all of the good girls and boys. That's you guys, right? Everyone was getting ready to go. Look at that list of names. Look how long it is. Whoa! Olive took her place. Santa noticed that there was a little dog in the lineup. Santa knew a lot about dogs. For instance, they can't fly. But as it was time to go, he decided to give Olive a chance. Comet, the biggest reindeer, used a piece of extra ribbon to make sure Olive was tied in safe and tight. Now they were ready to go. Olive was surprised it was so easy to fly. See, Olive? The other reindeer were very curious about the new helper. They looked at Olive so much. They weren't watching where they were going. Uh-oh, what do you think's going to happen? Crash! They flew smack into the top of a too-tall tree. Oh, dear, said Santa. My sleigh is stuck in this tree. I'll have to cut it free. Olive clung to the side of the tree. She tried to fly up to help Santa, but she could not. She climbed up slowly and started chewing. Chewing sticks was something Olive could do well. Thank you, Olive, said Santa Claus as they got back on their way. Do you remember this, Santa?
Well, I think I vaguely remember.
Okay. They had not traveled far when Olive's nose began to twitch. Olive smelled trouble. It was the smell of gumdrop candies as they fell from the sleigh. Drop, drop, drop. Olive barked, and Santa knew what to do. He steered the reindeer down and around so that all of the gumdrops fell, plop, 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 back into the toy sack. We were very lucky to not lose a single gumdrop, thought Olive. Then she heard a strange sound. It was the musical note. She spun around on her string to see the night sky filled with falling flutes. Kirsten, sit down so everybody can see, okay? Can you see it? Olive had to howl louder than the wind instruments. This was not music to Santa's ears. First gumdrops and now flutes, thought Santa. That tree must have torn a hole in my sled. Prepare for an emergency landing, Santa instructed. Ooh, emergency landing. You ready? The sleigh landed in a snowy field full of flutes. Luckily, Olive was very good at fetching sticks. It was something dogs love to do. Before Santa had finished patching the hole in the sleigh, Olive had returned each and every flute back to the sack. Ho, 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 said Santa. We're ready to go.
Yay!
Yay. Boy, what else is going to happen, do you think? They were running late. Sit down a little bit, Kirsten. But after a while, all the good children received their presents, and Santa and his team headed home. They were almost home when they got caught in the dreaded North Pole fog. What's fog like? You ever been in fog?
Yeah.
What's bad about fog?
Can't see.
You can't see. The reindeer slowed down until it was only the breeze that moved them along. The fog was as thick as a pillow. It made everyone feel sleepy. Then Santa remembered something about dogs. They were expert smellers. Olive, I'd hate to be late for breakfast this year, he said. Mrs. Claus has planned a parade of cookies. You can almost smell them, can't you? Olive could smell the cookies. Olive, won't you guide my sleigh this morning? Asked Santa. Olive moved to the front of the reindeer. Who else guided the sleigh? Rudolph, right? Now this is Olive's turn. Thanks to Olive's nose and Mrs. Claus's baking, they made it all the way back to the North Pole. All of the elves sang out a cheer. Hooray! Hooray! Santa and the reindeer and the little doggy are back! Yay! Back at the North Pole, it was a glorious morning. After eating lots of good food, it was time to open presents. The reindeer got jump ropes and the elves got toy trains. Santa reached into his toy sack. There was just one present left. It was for Olive. It was her very own set of reindeer antlers. They fit perfectly. Then everyone went outside to play, what? Reindeer games. What are reindeer games? Looks like jump rope. With Olive. That was a silly book, wasn't it?
Wasn't that a good story?
That was a good story.
Do you suppose they'd like to see a picture of Rudolph and the reindeers?
I think so.
I just happen to have a picture here.
Whoa!
Terrific.
All right.
You don't think I got a picture of Rudolph, do you? Huh? There's Rudolph.
Wow.
You want to pass them around? And there's the other reindeers.
All of the other reindeer.
Now there's a little one there. He'll fill in for one of the older reindeers when he grows up. I call him Smokey Joe right now.
Okay. Santa, while you're showing them the pictures, I want to, and before Miss Kate introduces our musical guest, how is it a long trip from the North Pole all the way around the world on Christmas
Well,
Eve?
you could say that.
Wow.
Now we keep these reindeers on the Chena River in Alaska because there's no food at the North Pole. I thought sure as heck you would know that.
I didn't know that. I learned something new every
snow
year.
up there.
Wow.
So we keep them on Alaska, and if you'll notice in one of the pictures there is an Indian that takes care of them
Wow.
when we're not there to take care of them.
Well, that's a good deal.
Gosh. And then when it's time for Christmas, you now do you travel down to Alaska and get them all ready on the sleigh?
Well, naturally.
Okay. Don't make them come up to the North Pole, huh?
You can't
Well, we have to
analyze
go
all
up
of
there to load up
Nope.
the sleigh.
it. There's got to be a little magic for Christmas.
All right.
There's a lot of magic.
I tell you what, would you kids like to hear some really super guitar music? Yeah. Tell you what, well, Miss Kate is going to introduce our next guest to us.
Yes, we have got a gentleman who's going to join us on the guitar, and his name is Jan Sabenga, and we're going to sing some songs.
And before we hear from Jan, we thought it was appropriate to get Santa's, I'm sure he does have a better half. Why don't you bring your better half in?
Miss Claus, get on in here now.
Merry Christmas. There's Mrs.
There she is.
Merry Christmas.
Because we heard that you really like to sing.
Oh, I do that with the elf.
Okay, we're going to find out more right now. Jan?
Let's do it off.
All right.
Red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never left poor Rudolph joining any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
All right.
Yeah,
Good job. We got good singers here tonight.
Right. Excellent.
And I think we're going to sing another one. You want to sing Jingle Bells?
Oh, jingle bells. All right.
You got
Dancing
started?
through the snow.
We ready?
Okay.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey!
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey!
Jingle bells, there's Santa. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Woo, good singing. Santa's got some good jingle bells. Why don't you give us a good jingle, Santa?
Oh.
Woo, those are loud, aren't they? Hard to believe we sleep through that.
Like Rudolph and all the other reindeers.
Yeah. You know what I'm in the mood for? We did a couple of fast songs. How about a slow song about Christmas? How about Silent Night? Everybody heard Silent Night?
Silent.
Oh, you do know it, Christopher.
We're going to do it later.
Silent night, holy night,
so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
That's a pretty song.
Pretty
Good
song.
job.
Good job, guys. And how about Away in the Manger?
Away in the manger.
There we go. Now, hey, you know what, kids? You guys are doing a great job, but we want everybody watching at home to be able to hear you. So let's see if we can be a little bit louder, okay? All right.
You guys can do the motions on this if you want.
Yeah.
I know you
I
know.
don't even know.
Well, if you know them, you can.
Yep.
No crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.
All right.
Good job.
Jan, go ahead.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's so nice to have the guitar.
Give Jan a hand.
Well, we have sung some songs and read some books, things that are fun to do at Christmas time, and I think Santa wants to talk to us about Christmas. Santa?
Well, kids, I know you like to get presents at Christmas, but what does Christmas really mean to you?
Raise your hand. Who wants to tell us what Christmas means?
It means to me that Jesus is the Son of God.
Okay. Who else? Tell Santa.
That Jesus died on the cross.
Yes.
As it make a snowman.
Make a snowman. That's a good one.
Who else? Okay. Becca?
It's not for receiving, it's for giving.
Well, that's good.
We get presents.
Okay.
Right.
Bethany? You can't think of one? Zachary?
When Jesus was born.
That's right.
Bethany, did you think of one? Okay. All right. Those were some really, really, really good ideas. Christmas means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, huh?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, but it's a special time of the year. And speaking of special time of the year, let's take a look right now at what some folks did in and around Tipp City as we take a look at the 1998 Christmas Tour of Homes.
Hi, I'm Christy Jo Euler with KITTV, and this year we are celebrating again the Tour of Homes that Tipp Monroe Community Services puts on every year. And we are at our first home on the home tour. This is on Walnut Street in downtown Tipp City. Nancy and Bud Brady live in this beautiful home. And thank you for doing the Tour of Homes.
You're quite welcome.
You
Glad
have a
to have you.
beautiful home.
Thank you very much.
And you said you had a couple of things that you wanted to focus on today. One of them is here in the living room, and this is a picture of your great-grandfather?
Yes, great-grandfather Jerome Buckingham, whose home was in Licking County in Newark, Ohio.
Okay. And then this picture over here is also a family member.
It's a family member dating way back too.
Okay. And then in the kitchen, you also have some family mementos up on the wall that we're going to focus on as well. Is there anything about those that you wanted to say?
Well, there again, they came from the Buckingham house. I think it's interesting, perhaps, that the Buckingham house in Newark, Ohio now is the home of the Heisey Museum.
Oh.
And which houses all the old Heisey glassware, which is quite famous around the country.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a look around. And again, thank you for letting us into your home today.
Thank you for being here. Well, this village started out as just a fun project. I was given one piece, and it evolved into what you see here. I've hand-painted all the pieces, even the figures, and I have a few more to do, but I bogged down after a bit, but I intend to get back to it soon.
All right, we are ready to do our craft, and we are going to make bow wreaths. Don't those look pretty? You guys can hang those in your house after you make them. So they're pretty easy. We're going to use paper plates and a stapler and bows. So the first thing you need to do, I'm going to give you each a plate, and I want you to cut around that line in the middle. Can you cut around the line? Zach? Just start through the middle and cut around, make a big circle, and then you're going to do another one.
Let me help you start.
I'm going to stick mine right here.
Let me see your scissors.
What do you need two?
You need two. We're going to put them together. See, this one's two. Can you see it, Christopher? It makes it look like a wreath. After we've made our two circles, we'll put those together and we'll staple them. We'll put about 4 staples holds it. And then we're going to punch a hole. And our hole is for our special velvet bow. And then the last step is to take our bows, lots and lots of bows, and put them all around.
And now we'd like to say hi to our very own Greta Klingen from right here at KIT-TV, who's on the Celtic harp. What in the world is a Celtic harp?
I don't know if there's a specific harp that's a Celtic harp. It's more of a style of music, and the people I bought this from said any harp you play Celtic music on is a Celtic harp. But it's probably the smaller ones you can hold on your lap, or there's some that are a little bigger. But they're not
some that are huge. I mean,
with
is that,
pedals. That's different.
Now, did you learn on the Celtic harp, or did you learn on one of the big
No,
harps?
I've never been
You never
near one of
learned.
those,
You just
no.
you just-
Well, I ordered this harp, and a book came with it, and
you taught yourself.
well, it's a good book.
I guess it is. Well, I tell you what. Let's not only find out about the history of it, let's hear what it sounds like.
Okay.
That was beautiful and self-taught.
Well,
Very good.
buy a book.
Excellent. Well, thanks, Greta.
Do you
Thanks
guys
very
have
much.
any questions about the harp? Have you ever seen a harp before?
No.
Me neither. Not like that. Do you have any questions for Greta about the harp?
Like, how big do they get and how small do they get usually?
This is about the smallest harp. There might be a harp with a few less strings on it, but I'm not sure how big they get. They get really big, and they have pedals like a piano.
Taller than a person, aren't they?
Yeah, really big. This is about as small as they get.
Do you know, are any ever amplified? I mean, on here we're using the mics, but are any ever?
I don't think there's
Electronic?
an electric harp, but there may be, but I don't know. And this has the I can play a little more than most small harps with this because I have these tuners. If I flip it up, it makes it a half step higher, so I can play sharps.
Okay. Interesting. And does it hurt your fingers?
Starting out it did, or if my fingers are cold and I play, but once I get warmed up now.
Wow. Well, thank
Great.
you
Hey,
for
thanks.
sharing that.
Yeah. Hey, guys. Wasn't that neat?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, we are going to go to a break now, and we're going to show you some footage from the chamber dinner and some footage of our Citizen of the Year, John Borchers, who is a big behind-the-scenes guy in Tipp City.
The Citizen of the Year award is presented each year to an individual who gives up his or her time and talents, not for glory or compensation or recognition, but simply out of a genuine need to serve. The recipient is chosen for lifelong, continuous involvement in a variety of aspects of community life. The underlying question is Tipp City a better place because of this person? In the case of this year's citizen, the answer is a resounding yes. Our honoree is nearly a native Tipp Cityan, coming into the world at Stouter Hospital and coming to Tipp City as an adolescent. The formative teen years were spent in Tipp City schools, where the word was out that this student would babysit for cookies. So it sounds like we have a cookie monster here already. A graduate of Tippecanoe High School, our citizen served as treasurer of the Alumni Association for 3 years. As a business leader, the person we honor this evening was elected to serve a 3-year term on the board of directors of the Tipp City Chamber of Commerce. It's kind of narrowing it down now. He's been a Chamber of Commerce board director. Involved in the Tipp City JCs, including serving as treasurer and director for 8 years. In the business world, our citizen began as an assistant manager in a savings and loan, followed by several stints in various positions at major corporations. He landed a job with a well-known Tipp City company, where he remains for over 2 decades later. As an adult, this cookie-craving babysitter continued his activity with young people as an assistant Tipp City Pee Wee football coach for 2 years. Throughout the 70s, he coached Tipp City junior baseball, as well as the teen program. For the past 12 years, our citizen volunteered for the chain gang, maintaining the chains at all home Tipp City football games for the Tipp City varsity football program. He's active at St. John the Baptist Catholic Church and assists with mowing at the cemetery when needed. For the past 16 years, he's belonged to the St. John's chapter of the Knights of Columbus. This year's choice has been a member of the Tipp City American Legion for the past 25 years and has served as special projects chairman. If you ever enjoyed a steak dinner at the Legion, this person is the person to thank. Of course, this evening we recognize someone who has contributed to this community in many more ways than a good meal. As his nominator pointed out, this is the type of person that never says no to helping out someone, and who is not the kind of person that needs a lot of praise for it. He exemplifies the word committed, supportive, genuine, and honest. Another supporter for this nomination notes that he may be not the most visible person working on a project, but more times than not, his work is done behind the scenes where real accomplishments are completed. Upon graduation from Tippecanoe High School in 1967, this year's citizen entered the United States Army and served in Vietnam. Upon returning to the States from military action, he entered the state of matrimony by marrying his high school sweetheart on April 12, 1969, and became a father in 1973. Following his tour of active duty, he served for 18 years in the Army Reserves, attaining the rank of First Sergeant for the 656th Transportation Company. Since April of 1987, tonight's recipient has served on the Tipp City Board of Appeals, where he is currently vice chairman. For the past 14 years, he has served with the Tipp City Fire Department and chaired their fundraising committee. Not only was this person elected to the Chamber Board of Directors, he served as vice president in 97, president-elect in 1998, and now the Tipp City president of Tipp City Area Chamber of Commerce for 1999. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to introduce to you a man who has served his country, his community, and his fellow man. The 1998 Citizen of the Year, John Borchers. Appreciate it. Thank you. Not finished? Say a few words.
This is really a surprise for me. I've been attending these dinners for a number of years, and I've watched people come up here and accept these awards, and I've heard them say they're lost for words. Well, I really know what they mean now by by being lost for words. And I've always, since I've been in Tipp City, I've always said to myself, I wanted to try to give something back to the community that has treated me well, and I just thank you very much. It's very surprising, and thank you very much.
All right. Well, I tell you, we're having a good time, and we're making our way through another hour with Santa. And Kate, what's coming up next?
Well, we have got another book, and I believe Mrs. Claus is going to read for us now. Mrs. Claus?
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Mrs. Claus.
Thank you. Are any of you shy?
Yeah. Yeah.
You are? Well, I want to read you a story called The Shy Little Angel by Ruth Brown. Once upon a time, long, long ago, a bright star appeared in the sky. It was there to tell the world about the birth of a very important baby. Everyone, from the humblest shepherd to the wisest of wise men, wanted to go and greet the newborn child. Everyone, that is, except the shy little angel. "I'm not going," said the little angel, stamping her foot. The other angels were shocked. "You've got to go," they whispered. "Gabriel said that we all had to go. He said we had to shine like the stars in the sky and then go down to greet the baby. Everyone will be there, and you'll be in big trouble if you're not." "Well, he won't know, will he?" said the little angel. "If I stay up here and you don't tell him, then he won't know." "Yes, he will," chorused the other angels. "Gabriel knows everything. He told us he did. Don't you remember? He knows if you tell a lie. He knows if you stick your tongue out at someone, and he always knows when you say a bad word." They all told her, "So he'll definitely notice if you're not there. Come on." But the shy little angel would not go with them, and so they left her alone in the dark. "I don't care," she muttered. "I don't want everybody staring at my halo and wings. Besides, I can see everything from up here." The little angel looked down at the scene below. Although she didn't want to join in, she certainly didn't want to miss anything. She saw the shepherds with their lambs. She saw the 3 wise men carrying their precious gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. She saw the innkeeper and his wife, the cow, the horse, the donkey, and the angels. She leaned forward just a little further to see them all gathered around, gazing in silent wonder at the tiny baby. Suddenly, the darkness just slipped away. Everyone looked up. The little angel was bathed in light from the scene below. The little angel didn't move. She was terrified, but just as her lip began to tremble, the silence was broken by the sound of loud applause, echoing around and around the auditorium. The little angel, shining brighter than the brightest star, smiled. And so did everyone else, especially the school principal, Mr. Gabriel. The end.
Excellent. Excellent.
Did you know that was a school play?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a surprise to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did. We listened.
Oh, you did a very good job.
Thank you, Mrs. Claus.
You're very welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
Hey, kids, did Santa bring anything in with him when he came? Or did he come empty-handed? What did he bring? A bag? What's usually in the bag that he brings?
But it isn't
Presents.
even Christmas Eve yet.
Well, you know what? It doesn't have to be Christmas Eve, does it? To have, you think there might be something in there? No. For you?
You suppose I ought to look?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You suppose it's got names on them?
Yeah.
Has everybody been good this year?
Yeah.
I wonder about that fella back there, though. Well, let's see if let's see what we got here. Well, I only see one present in there.
Oh, gosh.
Just one? Oh, I hope it's for me.
Just
No,
one.
it's for me, Miss Kate.
All righty.
Okay.
Who is Bethany?
Bethany.
Well, you're going to shake hands with me again, aren't you? There you go. You have a Merry Christmas. I'll see if there's any more in here. All righty. Tyler. Boy, you're right there ready to go. Well, you have a Merry Christmas now. Well, I think there's another one in here yet. Emily. You
Oh,
been
boy.
good? Did you tell me you've been good? Well, I'm glad. You have a Merry Christmas.
Hey, kids, why don't we wait until everybody gets their presents, and then we'll all open them at one time, okay?
Okay.
Oh, this is a heavy one. Zach. You got anybody that'll vouch for you that you're Zach?
I don't know him.
You don't know him?
No.
Are you sure?
Liar.
Well, I believe you might be. You have a Merry Christmas.
Don't open them yet, guys. Wait till every... Remember we talked about patience.
Oh. Well, I'm down in the bottom there. Oh. Bella.
Becca.
Becca. I can't read very well, can I? Well, you have a Merry Christmas now. Christine.
No, Kirsten.
Kirsten? I'm not very good at pronouncing names, am I? Good thing I got Mrs. Claus with me. You have a Merry Christmas now. This is a fellow I was wondering about. I don't think we got a Chris Biggs here, have we?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, all righty. You have a Merry Christmas.
Hey, kids,
And a
why don't you
Happy New Year.
all come back in here and sit in front of Santa and look at the folks at home watching this on the cameras and open your presents up.
He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch watch out. You better not cry, better not pout. I'm telling you what, Santa Claus is coming to town.
And these gifts donated by Karen's Collectibles on Main Street in Tipp City. Let's take a look at Karen's Collectibles right now.
Karen's Collectibles, located at 31 East Main Street in downtown Tipp City, offers a delightful shopping experience. Specializing in a wide selection of teddy bears and tie beanie babies, Karen's is a sure bet for the collector. You can also find a unique selection of toys and gifts for all ages at this specialty store. Are your kids tired of shopping? Let them take a seat and watch videos while you browse. Karen's also offers play tables for sampling their toys. Stop by and take a look while holiday shopping. Karen's special holiday hours are Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Karen's Collectibles, where you're sure to find that special gift you've been looking for.
Kate and I would like to thank a number of people who took part in this Hour with Santa this year. We'd like to thank Santa, of course, and Mrs. Claus, Kate, for being here and doing such a
Mike.
Oh, thank you. I enjoy it. This is fun. This is a blast.
Mike especially likes craft time.
I love craft time. To Jan Sabenga, who played guitar for us and did a wonderful job, and to Greta Klingen, who taught us all about the Celtic harp. And of course, we want to thank the kids who came and made it all so special as well. And kids, what do we want to say to everybody watching at home?
Merry
Christmas! That's right. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Good job. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry, better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're away. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry, better not pout. I'm telling you what, Santa Claus is coming to town.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.